Good day, listeners. Today, we want to consider reference angles. A reference angle is the positive acute angle made by the terminal side of an angle theta and the x-axis. Let's begin with the first quadrant. In first quadrant, we have the x-axis, positive x-axis, which is this. We have the positive y-axis. We have the negative x-axis, and then the negative y-axis. If, let us take this place, of course, this is the terminal side, the initial side of an angle in standard position. If the angle rotates and terminates here in the first quadrant, in this case, this is an angle theta. We discovered that all the angles here are acute angles. Therefore, our acute angle in first quadrant is the same, so we denote it as theta prime. So we can say that here in first quadrant, angle theta is the same thing as theta prime in the first quadrant. So let's consider the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, we have this as positive x, positive y, negative x, and then negative y. This is our negative y. So the initial side of the angle theta is this. If this angle rotates and terminates here, don't forget we said a reference angle is the angle made by the terminal side and the x-axis, either here or this place. So that means our reference angle in second quadrant is this side, the angle made by this terminal side and the x-axis. So it is denoted as theta prime. This is theta rotating from the initial side to the terminal side. Now, how do we obtain our reference angle here? We know from this diagram, from this figure, that theta plus theta prime will give us 180 degrees. So simplifying to obtain theta is going to be 180 degrees minus theta. So whatever your theta is in second quadrant, deduct it from 180 degrees. It will give you your reference angle, which is an acute angle, an angle that is less than 90 degrees. Let's go for the third quadrant. In third quadrant, how do we obtain the reference angle? Here is our positive x-axis. This is our positive y-axis, negative x-axis, and negative y-axis. So again, this is the initial side of the angle theta that is rotating. It rotates here and terminates here at the third quadrant. Here, don't forget, we have said that reference angle is the angle made by the terminal side and the x-axis. So it's going to be here. This is our reference angle in third quadrant. So we denote this one as theta prime. Don't forget, this is our theta. So how do we write the value of reference angle in third quadrant? If you check this diagram very well, you will realize that here in the third quadrant, if you subtract theta prime from theta, it will give you 180 degrees. If you subtract theta prime from theta, it will give you 180 degrees. So we can write theta minus theta prime will give 180 degrees. Simplifying, theta prime will give you 100, it will give you here. Don't forget, our theta is greater than 180 degrees. So it's going to give you theta minus 180 degrees. So this is how to obtain our reference angle in third quadrant. So it's going to be theta prime, which is our reference angle, is going to be equal to theta minus 180 degrees. And finally, the fourth quadrant, which is, so here is x-axis, positive x-axis, positive y, negative x, negative y. This initial side again rotates and terminates here in the fourth quadrant. So this is the terminal side. So here our reference angle is going to be this place. It must be the angle between the terminal side and the x-axis. The angle between the terminal side and the x-axis. So this is denoted as theta prime, and this is denoted as theta. How do we obtain our theta prime here? Don't forget the figure you are seeing here. If I add theta and theta prime together, it will give me 360 degrees. So simplifying, my theta prime is going to be 360 degrees minus theta. So this is how to obtain reference angle in the fourth quadrant. Thank you.